It's a Minimalist Monday edition of Optimal Living Daily, episode 556. How to See Past Your Mountain of Stuff to a Place Called Enough by Katie Tallo with rowdykittens.com, and I'm Justin Malik. Happy Monday and welcome to Optimal Living Daily, a podcast with a crazy idea of bringing hundreds, actually thousands of blogs to audio for free across all 5 of our shows. And today's post is a guest author from Rowdy Kittens and continuing our week-long series on minimalism. But before we hear it, I'm lucky to have FreshBooks sponsor this episode. I use FreshBooks for invoicing and tracking expenses. It's the easiest tool I've found. You can try out all of their features for free for a month. No credit card required. Just come by freshbooks.com/living and let them know that Optimal Living Daily sent you. For now, let's hear the post as we optimize your life. How to See Past Your Mountain of Stuff to a Place Called Enough by Katie Tallo with rowdykittens.com. My father-in-law is 84. He lived in a 3-bedroom bungalow for the last 30 years, filling every nook and cranny with a lifetime's worth of stuff. When his wife died last year, he found himself alone with no one to cook for or sit beside. All that was left was a house full of memories and stuff. The memories just reminded him of his loss and the stuff he couldn't maintain. He decided to move to a small apartment in a retirement home to simplify life. Someone else would now cook the meals, wash the dishes, clean, shovel the snow, rake the leaves, and put out the garbage. He could make new friends. He took a few pieces of furniture, his stamp collection, his favorite pictures, books, and a few dishes. He has ended up where he began, a bachelor with just a few essentials. The rest? Well, the rest was a ton of odds and ends, nicks and knacks bought, made, and received over the course of 8 decades in the life of 2 people. It took months to sort, box, trash, give away, sell, and disperse. In the end, it was just a mountain of stuff. I found myself wondering what the point of it all was, all this accumulating. Here was all this stuff that no one really wanted. They had little value in the end. It wasn't what made his house a home, his marriage was. Why do most of us amass so much stuff? Stuff that's often boxed and packed in the basement, stacked in closets, piled in attics, and teetering on the rafters of the garage, rarely opened. What is it that makes us surround ourselves, fill our spaces, and continue to want more stuff, even when there's no room or need for more? We envision hoarders as crazy people, but most of us are hoarders. We're just neat about it. We hide it well. We tuck it away where no one can see it, but likely we couldn't count the number of things we own. Likely, we have a mountain of stuff. So why did we build this heap in the first place, and why do we continue to pile more and more stuff on top of it? The answer lies in the word STUFF. S is for sales. We've been sold on the idea that something is missing from our lives. It's pointed out to us daily in a barrage of ads, billboards, banners, jingles, pop-ups, TV shows, and movies that make us look around and realize we're not living like everyone else is supposedly living, so we better hurry and upsize, go big, and buy more, and the mountain grows. T is for tradition. Our traditions have become gift-giving extravaganzas. We rack our brains to come up with a Christmas list every year just so Aunt Jane can buy us something that never gets taken out of the box. We buy gifts for every occasion imaginable, from Father's Day to Valentine's Day, and end up with a drawer full of vases and soaps, and the mountain gets out of control. U is uniqueness. We believe our stuff defines our uniqueness, our style, our taste, and in some cases, our status. The car we drive, the fashions we wear, the laptop we display at coffee shops, the way we decorate our homes, all of it tells the world something about us, that we're upwardly mobile, trendy, savvy, hip, cool, classy, or smart. We come to love our stuff because we think it's who we are. We start to believe that the more we have, the more we are, and the mountain towers over us. F is for filler. Stuff is filler that feeds the emptiness, anxiety, and loneliness that pervades the human condition. Shopping, buying, redecorating, and busying ourselves with our stuff is a means to reward, comfort, treat, excite, or give ourselves a sense of purpose. Without new stuff, we feel dull. Without lots of stuff, we get bored. We try to fill the void instead of looking at its root cause, and the mountain gets higher. F is for frugal. When we can't bear to throw out anything or pass up any deal, frugality just leads to more stuff. My father-in-law had over 20 jars of olive oil in his basement. Why? Because it was on sale. Misguided frugality means we'll end up with enough oil to fry a small nation. But how do we begin to see past our mountain of stuff to a place called enough? We do it by stepping back and taking a good look at ourselves, our stuff, and our triggers. We limit the onslaught of ads, avoid malls, and turn down noise so we can hear our inner voice screaming over the din for us to stop buying shit, and the mountain will begin to crumble. We lead ourselves by the scruff of our Armani shirt towards a life of our own definition, a life we've decided makes sense to us, not necessarily to the desperate housewives. We recognize how much we already have. We honor our stuff, are grateful for our stuff, but stop worshiping our stuff. We alter our traditions, shift gears, make gifts, repurpose, or skip gift giving altogether and create new traditions of sharing stories, not gifts, hugs, not presents, and excursions, not excess. And the mountain will get smaller. We begin to see ourselves apart from our stuff. We connect with each other instead. We free ourselves of our attachment to pretty fabrics and fancy cars, and we reclaim our attachment to each other and our planet. We stop eating away at its very fabric. We reward, comfort, treat, excite, or give ourselves a sense of purpose through soulful, simple actions that have nothing to do with bargain hunting or olive oil. Okay, maybe we can use some of that oil to make a kicking spaghetti sauce and share it with some good friends. I don't have all the answers. I'm still grappling with my own stuff, and I'm not suggesting that stuff is evil or bullshit. I'm just saying that awareness can lead to rethinking and change can feel really good. You just listened to the post titled, How to See Past Your Mountain of Stuff to a Place Called Enough by Katie Tallo with rowdykittens.com. And once again, a big thanks to FreshBooks because they're helping to keep this show running. Tax season is over, but for me, tax season isn't bad at all. Putting the info together is really easy because I use FreshBooks. If you're a small business owner or freelancer or want to track all of your expenses, I highly recommend trying them out, especially if you struggle with tax season. They've just launched an all-new, really simple-to-use software to help you get a handle on your paperwork. All of your cash flow details are in one place, plus their mobile app lets you take pictures of your receipts and organizes them for later, and you'll be way more prepared and less stressed next year when tax season rolls around. You have to trust me on that one, and it's so easy and intuitive. Just come by freshbooks.com/living to try FreshBooks out for free for 30 days, no credit card required or any kind of payment info. Try it out yourself, and you can also use any of their features like invoicing and even time tracking. Again, that's freshbooks.com/living, and enter Optimal Living Daily in the How Did You Hear About Us section. I'll leave it there for today. I'm going to try to find some more minimalist posts for this entire week, so I should have more for you tomorrow. Have a great start to your day, and I'll see you tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.